Check 1. Check 2. Check 3. Check 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Boom! What's up, everybody? This is Farmer's Barn Hangar, episode number 26. What's up, my peeps? What's going on? My people. Oh, what a week it's been for me. What a week. Let me just get some pictures ready to go. So yeah, glad to see that lots of the frequent visitors are here. Frequent viewers. Start off with GB Linden's first one here. Hey buddy, what's up? Sorry man, I couldn't get to your stream last night, or the night before. I was kind of tired. And same with Hangar 51. I started watching his show, and then I think I passed out. My phone was dead this morning. So was my iPad. So, I don't think I even said anything at all last night. But I was in there. I was in there for a little bit. Hey, George Watts, Randy. No peas for you right now. Mike SSI, what's up? Wild Bill. Joseph Youngboy RC, what is up? Victor RC Jet, how you doing? Yipper. So let me get some pictures ready. Guys, so I don't know if you know, but I did lose my job a couple months ago. But I'm here to say that I got one back. So after helping out a friend's dad at his warehouse and trying to make a little bit of headway, I finally back to where I'm making 24 an hour, 10-hour days. It's nice, and I'm finally doing what I'm doing. So I'll go ahead and pull up these images for you guys to see. I'll make myself a lot smaller. Let's see here, properties. So I guess I gotta make a new one because I can't just, I don't want to mess that one up. Okay. So let's go to my account here. Gmail. Download. Download. I'm back to Google. Sandy 235 excavator. Oh, I didn't know these companies been around for a while. Okay, back to live stream, back to OBS. Let's see here, downloads, open. And then I'm going to add it again. One man show. So I'm just trying to do as fast as I can. Okay, that's not it. It's down here. I don't know who it is. Oh, there it is. Okay. Holy moly, I gotta make them bigger. Holy jeez. Taking up the whole screen. Gotta really shrink them down. There, you guys can see it now. Now that picture's supposed to be flipped the other way, but you should see them on the screen. Let's see here. See if I can do this. That way I can see my face. So this took a while. Holy crap, did it ever. Yeah, I know, GB. Yep. Okay, so where are we? Yeah, so I got a job. Back to making good money. So proud of that. Doing what I wanted to do. Went to college for this. Went to Conestoga College to learn on excavator, bulldozer, mini axe, backhoe, loaders, paving equipment, packers, skid steers, dump trucks, everything that's construction, loaders. So this took a while. I went to school about 4 years ago, almost 4 years ago, and I've been really, really patient, and I got the opportunities at the company I worked for after college was over, and they never really gave me a full-time job, and maybe I wasn't ready to handle it, and I was uncomfortable with the bigger machinery, like the big 52-ton excavator, and they didn't really have a position for me in the smaller excavators because they were all taken by the other new guys and the least experienced hole operators, and they wanted me to run the 352 cat, and I told them yeah, sure, I did, and I started loading trucks the one day with it, and it was good, and then had a few opportunities with that machine, and then on the third opportunity I got to run the owner of the company was on site, and he gave me the green light, and he's like, okay, if you're really serious about this one, this is your position here. So I loaded a few trucks, and then I loaded one more, and my excavator wasn't really level, and I went to swing out to go dump in the box, and my one track came off the ground, like, not much, but enough to think that was kind of like an oh shit moment. He's right there watching me. And I told him, like, look, this machine's way too big. It's too much money. Like, the excavator is like $1.5 million. It's a massive machine. It was very new. I told him, look, these things aren't supposed to happen to me, especially if I would have experience with smaller excavators, but I wasn't really comfortable with it. I continued loading trucks the rest of the day, and I told him, it's too big. Like, it's just too stressful. You're dealing with a machinery that costs a lot of freaking money. Like, you can buy multiple houses with that one machine and a lot of stuff. And I told him, look, I have all my rest of my life to run that machine. I don't have to run it when I'm 20 some years old, right? And I told him, look, I'm okay with the smaller ones, like the 36 ton and the 349, but I won't go bigger than the 352, at least for another 10 years, with more experience. I'm not gonna put myself in that situation to where something bad happens, even though, like, the track comes off the ground, if you're not careful, and when it comes back down, it hurts, but it wasn't like, if I were to tip an excavator, that would be the stupidest thing I'd ever do, and I was nowhere close to even tipping it. It's just that the one track came off the ground a bit, and it went back down because I adjusted where the bucket was. But other than that, I decided to take a break, keep on running raw trucks for a while, and and I tried to run the bulldozer, and he just wouldn't give it to me. And I told him, like, look, I'm not gonna stay in a rock truck for a while. So I went to a different company. They offered me more money for the job, and then they told me I was going to be on a bulldozer and an excavator. They put me on a mini X, which I have hardly any experience on. I'm not saying they're all the same, but a mini X is completely different from a large excavator. They're miniature sized, like not even a quarter of the weight or the size of a full size one. But and then the next year he decided to keep me in a rock truck, and I don't complain. So I'm like, well, you're paying me all right money. I'll just watch and learn anyway from the whole operator and stuff. But it was getting to the point where I started running scraper, and it wasn't going well. And stuff started going downhill for me when I started on the scraper. It just was bad timing and stuff, and I wasn't doing too well. And yeah, things happen, but I guess being patient, time pays off. Because look where I'm at now. I'm loading trucks with a large excavator again, 23 tons. So yeah. Anyway, that's it for that. You can continue to watch pictures. Both of them are from like 2 days of work, but the one yesterday was kind of wet and rainy, so it was messy. But anyway, I'll pull myself on camera again. I'll get these over here. So yeah. No, I don't really fly on site. They're a great place to fly at, but I don't do it because I have my own field and it's kind of rude. Like, I do my hobbies out of work. I don't do it at work. I've done it before, but it would be like a Friday or a Saturday. I'd bring the plane out and I'll show the guys. I'll bring the jet out to the site and I'll just tell the guy, yeah, just blade off a section I need to in order to take off and land on the dirt. But yeah. So George has been texting me today. Actually, he sent me a couple pictures of his it's an Elite Aerosports Wraith. It looks like a Viper, but it's a Wraith. I think it's got full span. Does it have full span elevators? Yes, it does. So this is what George sent me today. This is his jet. I don't know, George, did you just buy it? Did you just get it? I didn't know you had one. But that looks sick. I wonder what kind of engine's in there, George. Here's another picture. George Watts, Elite Aerosports Wraith. There's a car in the background. That's a big jet. I imagine it have like a 180 on it. Or a 200 Newton, eh? So yeah. So anyway, it's October right now. Indoor flying at Rim Park. I don't know if we're going to be able to do that this winter, but I'm really hoping to hear something from the club. So because I would love to fly indoors, especially when I have a rain day. I was actually only working half a day yesterday because the rain shut us down, and I'm off on Monday again. But indoor flying is Tuesday to Thursday every week. In the mornings from 9 a.m. to 10:50 or 11 a.m. And that's where I bring all my UMX airplanes, which are buried behind the rows of boxes. I have a UMX PT-17 that is one cell. I got the E-Flight UMX Timbers. I got one that's operational. I got an operating UMX Carbon Cub SS. It's the one that's a 2-cell model, not the 1S model. And then I got the UMX Pitts, which is also discontinued now from Horizon. Yeah. Okay, George says it will have a Jet Cat 220. Thrust vectoring. That's sick. That's very cool. So yeah, guys, I kind of feel bad for myself and kind of upset and discouraged a little bit. that the giveaways. Well, I just got my job back. Well, a job. So I'm really hoping that next Friday, I believe, is the last Friday of the month, that I could do something for you guys and give something away. I'm getting close to 500 subscribers. I'm at 340 subscribers right now. So if you haven't subscribed, please hit the subscribe button. It will help me out a lot. And also, as for flying, I haven't flown anything but the simulator in... When was the last time I flew a plane? Was it Thunderfrust? I think it was Thunderfrust. Was the last time I was there. I don't think I went out to my field yet. I did cut grass though one day, but supposed to go up to the cottage this weekend with my parents, and we're going to be closing it up. It already snowed at our lake, and it snowed this morning. The snow was very, very short-lived. It didn't stay on the ground. It didn't stay on the ground at the cottage, but there was snow in my area, and there was a bit of snow up at the cottage. So winter is coming. It's on its way. Being said that, I don't think I'll be able to fly my turbine jet until next year. With the way the weather is going to be, if it continues to rain a lot, which it does in October, and if it's starting to snow right now, then that's signs saying that I have very few days left, or a few weeks left to fly at my club field before the runway gets too messy, and then it will be back to the E-Flight Cessna 150 and Yale 39 and probably the A10. But as for the turbine, I would like the grass to be dry and not wet. So yes, it did snow. It was 2 degrees Celsius this morning, 2 to 3 degrees at around 6 a.m. There was snow because I saw it in my headlights. I actually have a video on my Snapchat of the snow. I don't know if you guys can see it, but this is my car. Hold it steady enough for you guys. 3 degrees. Vehicle is warning me that it's low outside temperature. See if I can get this to stay still. I don't know if you can see it, but it says low outside temperature, which means that the warning goes off if the vehicle detected a temperature degree difference in between 5 degrees and 0 degrees over the night, which it did. So it was 0 degrees overnight, and it was snowing this morning. So, see if I can play it for you guys. You see the snow on my hood? That's snow. I don't know if you can see it. Here, I'll play it again. See the snow on the hood of my car? The white little spots? You can see it in the headlights too. See it? It's snowing. You know, if the camera can hold that. But it did snow. We got snow here in my area, Gary. When I was leaving Nifberg out of Hampstead, Gary used to be my neighbor. He just moved. Yeah, it was snowing. And it was snowing at the cottage, too. It was very short-lived, though, Gary. It literally lasted like 2 minutes, 5 minutes. From what I saw, but from hearing what everybody's been saying up north at the cottage, it was snowing. And it was cold. So, yeah. Did you just buy that jet, George Rotz? And also, Gary, I don't know, can you see the pictures? That's me in an excavator. Finally, after almost 4 years of waiting to have a job, full-time job. I know it's not a Caterpillar. It's not a John Deere. It's not a what's the other kind of equipment I like? It's not a Volvo. It's not a Hitachi. It's a Chinese company. They're kind of like Caterpillar with the way they operate and the way they feel. But overall, it's an excavator. It moves dirt. That's its size. So it is a large excavator. It's about 20. It's almost 30 tons. 25 tons or something like that. But I'll be staying put, GB. I actually also heard back yesterday from out west that if I still want that job out there, I can go get it. I just gotta go take some tests in a couple weeks and do some online courses again. I got more to do, and then I gotta hand in some more paperwork, and then they're gonna give me a start date. But for now, I'm gonna keep running the excavator. If they do give me a certain start date, I have time to decide if I want to take the job out west and move out there. But I think I'll probably stay put in Ontario. I call it Ontario because of the COVID now. It's very, very terrible. Ontario. But yeah. Yeah, Sandy, I never heard of them, Gary. I've only seen them once this year. Like, in all my years of being on construction sites and earth moving sites, I have never seen a Sandy excavator. And I saw one at the Costco job site at the last company I worked at. The subcontractors for them, they had a Sandy excavator. And it always looked like it was down every day because nobody was running it or was getting fixed. And I think they've been around for a while because the one I'm running has like 7,000 hours, and then the Mini X has like 500 hours. So I didn't know they just started making excavators that long ago. But yeah, they are. They're from China actually, but they're built here in North America and Canada. It's a Chinese owned and operated company, but everything is built here in Canada. You've hauled them, yeah, it's nice. No, I haven't. I have ran a Kobelico, Komatsu. They don't. They do make excavators, but I haven't ran one. No, I ran a Hitachi, John Deere, Volvo, Caterpillar, now Sandy, Doosan, Kubota. What's else? There's a lot of models that I've ran, but yeah. So as for tonight in the shop, nothing has to be fixed really. I got to go pick up more parts to the Cessna 150. I wish I was going to be flying it this weekend, but that's not going to happen. What else? It's almost 8 o'clock. I'd like to wrap this up pretty early tonight. Dave's RC has a special guest on at 9 o'clock. I just hope that if Dave's RC, if you're in here, or if someone can also tell him, I've tried to tell him before, but if tonight's show is special and it has to be at 9 o'clock, that's fine. But I would like to have most of my live streams last more than an hour and a half, which means that I'd like to go to at least 9 o'clock or 9:15 or 9:30, especially if I have something good to share, or it's a giveaway or somebody's being interviewed. Tonight doesn't matter because he's got a special guest, but Shadow Ops, if you're in here too, just for next week, or is it the next Friday? Is the last Friday of the month. But to keep it real, on average, my shows are going to be lasting till at least 9 o'clock, if not until right before Dave's RC goes live, or 10 minutes before he goes live. But I know Dave's RC pretty well. He's a great guy. I think tonight's show is going to be pretty good. Frank Sylvester is known for his A10 crash video. where he completely gets mad and destroys the jet, which is funny. But hey Christopher, yeah, how are you guys liking your new place? So yeah. So, distraction. No, I'm not locked up. Why, what's up? For COVID, no. Parts of Ontario have gone back to stage 2 or modified stage 2 is what they call it. Toronto, Peel, and Ottawa are the 3 main hotspots for the coronavirus, and now our case counts are past 500 per day. Today was like almost 800. I fear that if I decide to keep this job close to home and not move out west, I have a feeling that the virus is going to get worse and worse, and I might regret not taking the opportunity to go out west once they offer me the job. I'm not hired right now to go out west. I can't just go out there and get a place to stay and wait for me. I gotta get all my online stuff done and all the courses done and a lot of paperwork and a lot of tests. I gotta do my eye test, get my eyes checked, hearing checked, fit for work. They gotta make me do muscular tests. I'm not a very strong man, but I don't mind lifting from time to time. But for an operator, I'd rather be lifting with a machine instead of my own body, trying to lift something off the ground. Keep it under 50 pounds. I lifted a 100-pound weight yesterday onto Buddy's tractor, and that was heavy. I was like, shit. I used to lift things like that a long time ago, and now I can't lift them anymore. Not in shape, but I am fit for work. I know that for sure. And I gotta get my drug and alcohol test. I gotta do a breathalyzer test, a urine test, and all that stuff. So, but I am gonna do it because I do want to get the opportunity to go out west. If this doesn't work out for me close to home, because I just started it. But the employer told me that Monday will be a write-off because of the rain. And he said, come back Tuesday and we'll see where we are at and stuff. So everything's going well. Yesterday was kind of stressful and hard. This morning was kind of stressful and hard, but I just got to work on a few things. So, no, I'm not saying I'm weak, GB. I'm saying that I'm not as strong as I used to be after operating equipment. I used to slug rock all day at a stone cutting company. And that was intense physical labor work. And I don't think I'd ever go back to that. But, I mean, I can lift a concrete bag. I can lift a piece of pipe. I can lift a chainsaw. I can lift anything, really. It's just that I wouldn't want to continuously lift something that heavy anymore. So I did a lot of heavy lifting for 3-4 years. And I actually did it again in the spring during the start of the virus. But, yeah. 8 o'clock. Where are we now? What is it gonna say? Does anybody want to buy an airplane? But oh, as for my drone business, I don't know if you know, but I got an account on Instagram. It's called Rosie's Aerial Photography. If everybody can go give it a follow, that would be amazing. It's my new little side business. I only have 13 followers. I just started it up. So everybody can go follow that on Instagram. I'll be starting the one on Facebook this weekend, and we'll continue to post more stuff. I got 2 customers to work for this weekend at the lake. I got one on Halls Lake and one on the other Hawk Lakes. And then after closing time, once it's winter time, the lake's frozen over, then I got more customers to work for. And yeah, I'm trying to get some business close to home too with it. But my friend is kind of taking that away from me. Because he lives in the same area. But I'm taking care of business up north with the drone, which is great. I've made about $1,000 this whole year with the drone. $500 in the past 2 to 3 weeks, which is pretty good. I had 8 customers so far, 2 more to do on the weekend. No, 6 or 7. I got 2 more to do on the weekend, so I got 10 overall. Gary's telling me I gotta do more weights. Yeah, I think you had to do that too when you went out west, didn't you, Gary? You have to do fit for work. But I can do it. My appointment is in a couple weeks, so I should probably go to the gym now. But I'm not useless. I can lift. I don't know why you gotta get a fit for work test for lifting if you're not lifting anything when you're in a piece of machinery. But they know because they know I'm operating equipment right now. So okay, Gary, I will. I'm actually off on Monday. If the weather turns nicer, I can definitely go out for sure. I'd definitely like to come see your new place. And I'll bring an airplane out for sure, because he's got a good lot. So, goodness, I wish I could talk more and more, but where are we in the? How are we doing on the computer? We got 15 in here. That's a good one. Oh, you got less McDonald's and pizza. Yeah. Oh, yes, GB. Well, I had pizza for supper. I had McDonald's a couple days ago. But I'm not eating like the big burgers or the big food there. I mean, it is McDonald's monopoly here in Canada. So I am going out more often to McDonald's to try and win something there. I won a medium fry. I won a couple muffins, a drink, and a $20 gas card, which is good. Who's Nathaniel Morgan? You're new. What? Supposed to get my hair cut today, but that didn't work. I want to go hang out with some friends tonight, actually. And I hope Shadow makes Dave's live stream playable again, because I don't know if I'll be able to make it. I haven't seen my friends in a while. And I fear the COVID situation that this is going to get worse and worse. You're not even supposed to go out and see your friends anymore here in Ontario. Yeah, that is right. I haven't been eating less since I started my new job, which is good. Ain't just a skid steer, Nate. It's anything that moves dirt or is a piece of machinery. I got what's called the operator's gut. I think Gary has one too. He's a truck driver, and he used to operate machinery too. But Christopher wants to ask George what jet he got. George, answer that question to him, and then tell him to look at the screen. I'll bring this up. Whose jet is that? That's George's jet, isn't it? It's very nice. Hey, JCB67, what's up? Yep. Me want. But I just bought a jet. By the Tomahawk Viper. Gotta go pick it up in a few weeks. Hopefully. I told the guy I'd pay him next week. I'll give him a down deposit. I already gave him on that Thunderfest too, but I want to go longer, but I'm getting tired too. I'd like to go see some friends. I also got to go to the washroom too, and not just any kind of washroom break, but one of those half-hour long shits. Yeah, that's cool, George. Okay. Corona. But anyway. Guys, Q&A time. Ask me some questions, I'll answer them. I got nothing else on the top of my head. Nothing else. GB. Come on, guys, ask me some questions. I'll answer them. Where your damn peas at? In the fridge. Oh, what plane am I selling? The E-Flight A10. Anybody want to buy it? Trying to sell it on RC Canada. I'd say 450 Canadian with a battery. I'd do 400 without a battery. It's in great shape. Flies. The gluing may not look pretty on it, but that's the type of glue I used. And same with the nose gear. It did go, like the nose gear thing that holds it or whatever. Rich Baker posted a video about it. RC Informer. They're weak in every A10, but I fixed that already with hot glue. The thing is strong. It's good. How much? I'd sell it to you for 400 Canadian. That includes shipping. So that would be about what? 400 Canadian to US. $303.32 US. Pretty good price considering it's a $550 brand new Canadian dollars of an airplane. I think it gets like what, 400 new US? So 400 Canadian is a good deal. $300 US. $300 US. Shipping a battery might be impossible too because of the border. So I can have it shipped out to you on Monday if you want. I still have the box for it here. I can take it apart and ship it out. I'll wrap it up in newspaper and put the tag on it, and away it goes. Just give me the price. Once I get that payment, I'll be 5 minutes down the road to the local postal office, and it will be shipped out. Hopefully they can ship it out by Canada Post. If not, I might have to take it to UPS or even FedEx. 350 new, yeah. Well, it's hardly flown at all. I don't have many flights on it. It's got less than 20 flights. So it's pretty new. 300 US. Okay, that'd be like three. What would it be? That'd be, yeah. So 395 Canadian is 299 and 53 cents. So $300 US. Okay, it's like it's 350 new, but with shipping, there's a fee on top of that, right, for you guys. But I'll do 300 US with shipping. With shipping. Welcome to the channel, Sage Creek Outdoors and RC. What is up? Oh, my shirt, GB? Okay, give me 1 minute. I'll change out of my work clothes. GB! Hey, whose shirt am I wearing now? Wait. I'm selling that E-Flight 810 for 300 US with shipping. Anywhere, any state, any province in Canada. 300 US with shipping included. I'll ship it out Monday. I don't want it anymore. I got 2 batteries for it. It's a great flyer, but I think I want to use the money towards the FMS Twin 70mm A10. I hear it's a lot nicer. And I just fixed my L39 too. It took me all summer to fix the L39 the way I wanted it. So I'll continue using that at the field since I got lots of batteries to run it. So, yeah. Make sure you guys all check out GB Linden's RC. This guy has, I think, well, he's the only guy that goes live with almost 30,000 subscribers. 30K subscribers. Almost 30,000 subscribers. That's a lot. That's more than Pilot Ryan. That's more than Boozers. This guy, he is amazing to watch. He's really good at drinking wine. And he's got lots and lots of good toys. He's got everything from rockets to planes. He does a lot of reviews on the Hobby King Airlines aircraft. And a lot of other stuff too. He's not really a jet pilot or a turbine pilot yet, but he flies anything he can get his hands on. And he does an amazing job recording for other YouTubers as well, such as John VHRC and Wild Bill Flynn, and a few others too. And Christy, I think, is going to be flying soon, I hear. Right, GB? That's cool, Bravo. Now, I wonder where Hamilton's Hangar is. I just started watching his live streams as well. He is kicking ass at flying. He said he just started flying in January of this year. Huge props to you, man, for getting hooked on the EDF so fast. I don't know where you got your skills, or if you've been on the simulator for 5 years or so, or whatever, but that is awesome too. I wish you were here. I hope you watch this. But I gotta give it to you, because I bet you, Hamilton's Hangar, if you're in here, I bet you will be flying a turbine jet very soon. Trust me, man, it is very fun. Especially for anyone in here. If you've been flying planes for a very long time and have started running EDF jets, nothing is impossible if you put your mind to it. You don't need a brand new turbine jet. You don't need the most expensive jet. Everybody thinks that they're very expensive and they're worth more than $5,000. You can go find yourself a used one for about $2,000 US, maybe $2,500 US. Mine was $4,000 ready to fly, right? But I bought it, the body, like the airframe, for $1,200 Canadian. I put an engine in it. I put the receiver in it. It already had the servos. It already had the fuel tank, all that. I just had to put an engine in it. The engine was $1,800. It was used. That was Canadian dollars. Everything is Canadian on my end, because I'm here in Ontario, Canada. And the receiver was $300 Canadian. Batteries were like a couple $100. So I'd say about $4,000. Used jet. It flies amazing. It's a good trainer. I love my Deviator. I wish I could fly it again this year, but winter is starting to appear. The temperatures are getting worse and worse by week. It's not even, hasn't been 15 degrees in a bit. There's some days where it's nice, and then there's days where it's really nice, but it's windy. And then there's days like today where it's pretty cold outside, but yet it's sunny and there's no wind. Batteries don't like cold weather. Same with my hands. They don't like cold weather. I'm used to cold weather on the snowmobile, but when it's around 5 to 10 degrees Celsius, flying gets tricky if you're not wearing gloves, or you don't have a transmitter cover with a heater in it. Those are very helpful too. Hey, Jeff in Lower Alabama, what's up? GB, where'd you go? I'm wearing your shirt. Oh, he's driving home. Alright, guys, I want to end the show here in about 10 minutes. So. Who's A10? Mine? It's a twin 64mm A10. So. I gotta get a new setup for here. The stool I sit on is not really comfortable. Yeah, but man, like I would like to have a 120mm EDF, like an HSD EDF jet, like what Ryan has, like the T-33 or the big F-16. But man, you bring that into Canadian dollars, and it's kind of like buying a turbine jet almost ready to fly. It's kind of waste of money. Like, I'm not saying it's a bad waste of money, but on my end, to buy an HSD ADF jet, it would cost about $2,000, maybe more, for the batteries to fly it. And then whatever charge I get at the border, which would be kind of stupidly expensive. And then you're up to like 2,500 Canadian dollars, maybe more, once you're at the field. And then the setup and all that too is tricky. And their foam isn't the most durable. And I noticed from flying RC foamies that the paint doesn't tend to last very long, unlike the covering on a jet or a composite jet where it's been painted, like spray painted or applied paint or whatever. Like, not like foam that's painted, no matter what paint you use, the color never seems to stay. And I wouldn't want to spend that much money on a jet that will just deteriorate over time because of its structure and because of what it's made out of too, right? I know they're easy to fix. They're And if something, like if you were to crash a foam jet, you could most end up times repairing it and you're back at the field the next day or in the next hour or two if something goes wrong. On a composite jet, you can't do that. It takes time. The glue is not instant. It doesn't harden, and the materials to fix it are very hard, and they're time costing, right? So I do give it for foam jets that are easy to fix if something goes wrong, or you got a hot glue or whatever to fix something, right? And it's electrical, but the thing is the flight time too. If I'm going to go buy a HSD electric jet, I bet you that the flight time is still going to be a lot less than what I'd get on my turbine jet. I get about 8 minutes of flight, and that's just from me flying how I fly. If I was running a smoke unit, a smoke system, it would be 5 minutes of flight. I know the bigger scale guys, like, honestly, a turbine jet can probably fly for 10 minutes straight with good flying and good skill, right? But you don't really want to have a jet that's expensive in the air just going around in circles and circles, and you may have your fun for the first 5 to 10 laps, but after like 8 minutes, it's time to put her down. You don't want to keep it in the air. Like, I'd do that with a nitro plane, right? Like, my nitro would fly for about 20 minutes straight, right? And that's fun right there, but it's not that expensive. If, like, with a turbine jet, you want to go up, you want to have your fun, you got to burn off your fuel, right? So you got to go fast, and you can do a lot of good stuff. But in other words, I don't think any turbine pilot would want to be in the air for more than 10 minutes, especially with a model that costs more than $5,000. Maybe 10, right? But it's like when I race motocross, I only do 4 laps in a race. I don't do 10 laps in a race, right? And the race is only so long. I don't just stay on the track for the whole day, right? But yeah. A twin 120, yeah, that'd be something. But oh, thank you, JB. It does look good. I like it. It's nice and comfortable. And it still smells brand new. It's very, very new. I hardly wear it. Hey, Kenny, what's up? Kenny's here! Hangar 51. Hey, man, I tried to catch the bus this morning. I don't think it was running on my end, but it better be running down there when I come visit you, because I'll need a bus ride from the airport to your house for some gator tails. Oh, it's good to have Hangar 51 in here. And everybody else. Yep. I know, it's really good, GB. So, once I get some money in the tank again, I'll definitely go back to being an Ultra fan, and I'll definitely continue supporting everyone else on YouTube as long as they support me. I noticed that Pilot Ryan was in a live stream last night. I don't think he's been in mine yet. So get him over here. It's free. All you gotta do is watch. If you got 2 minutes, 5 minutes, just say hello. Same with Air Marshal. Where are you, buddy? Come join the show. Oh, so now Kenny's in here. We gotta catch up now. Oh, see if you can see the pictures, Kenny. I got a job again. Finally, I'm back running machinery. Damn right. But Kenny, if I'm not going out west, and the flight isn't canceled, I hope it's not. It's canceled right now. I don't know if I can even book a flight to Florida. COVID is really bad here in Ontario. It's stupid crazy. We're like almost as bad as you in Florida. We're almost at 1,000 cases a day. Today was like 750. So you gotta get your butt up here too, man. Come here next summer, man. Get a break. I know it's hot as heck in Florida. Ontario can get pretty hot too. I mean, we had days where it was 115, 110. Well, not 115, maybe 112 Fahrenheit. But we've had days where it's 95, 100 here. But for most of the summer, it's a nice, cool 85, 80. I'm sure it's hotter than that in Florida in summertime. So, yeah, come up here. I'm definitely going to come to Florida, man. Even once this is over, or even before this is over, I would love to get down there. As for flying my turbine down there, it probably won't happen this year. But once I'm allowed to drive across the border, you can bet yourself that I'll be down there. I will be down there. Especially for Joel Nall. I will be there. And I'll be in Indiana too. So. Yeah. What great news do you have? Hangar 51? I see George. George, how you doing? I heard you got COVID. Are you COVID free now? Are you feeling a lot better? Okay, I just got a message pop up saying that Dave's RC is going live in 30 minutes. Oh, we made it past the 1 hour mark. That's good. It's really good. Oh, what Viper jet did you get, Kenny? Did you get an HSD Viper? I know you probably wouldn't get the E-Flight Viper. And I know Freewing doesn't have a Viper. You got an HSD, didn't you? Come on, I know you did. That's good, George. Who's Randall? Or no, hey, Bravo. Oh, okay. Taft Hobby, 90mm. That's big. You know what else is 90mm? That MiG-17 back there. Look how pretty she is. She's in great shape. I could sell anyone that jet too, but I'd like to work on it this winter. It's very, very nice. It's in great shape. I haven't flown it in a while. But so yeah, I'm loading trucks. And talking about loading trucks, I hope I don't get a copyright for this, but it's going to be short. This guy has a song, and his one lyric is my favorite lyric of the song. Get ready to listen. I'm going to cut it off there because I don't want to get a copyright. I've gotten in trouble with some of my air show videos, so hopefully that didn't, I don't think it was enough because it didn't even say the lyric of what the song is called. And I'm not going to say it. But I can probably play it again in case you missed it. Get ready. I'm going to cut it out now. So that's it. I'm not going to play it again. I don't think they'll be able to figure out who sings that song because I didn't even play the lyric that is what it's called. So, but yeah, it's a great song. I love it. I listened to it when I was in the excavator today, and I'm just like, I'm finally there. That's me. I am loading trucks. I pour coffee. I haven't poured concrete in a while, but I bet you I'll be pouring concrete next week. And yeah, I am buying my time, which is good. So, trying not to really make ends meet. I don't really have anyone else to support. But I'm trying to make ends meet for myself and get my car finished with paying off and get some money in the bank so I can continue to have this hobby and to start building my Boomerang Sprint turbine. I would love to get that thing started, and my snowmobile too. It's going to the shop in a couple weeks to get its pre-season maintenance done. Anything that needs to be replaced will be replaced. It needs a rear shock rebuilt. It was rebuilt in the spring, or just before spring of this year, and the guy didn't do it properly. I guess he didn't repair the seal, or the seal wasn't put on right, and it leaked fluid out of the gas shock. And it's all over my track. It's all over the undercarriage of the sled. It's on the ground, and it's sticky. It's disgusting. And it needs a steering realignment because the steering is off. Because when I was riding it last time, I was holding the handlebars and on an angle, so it was kind of off. And it might need a new speed gauge sensor because the sensor on the speed unit on the dash was a bit off as well. But it wasn't off when I was running it the other night. Just idling it. It wasn't going up, but the one time it was. A few times. But, anywho, I feel like I'm ready to end tonight's show. Nobody's gonna really ask me any questions. I've spoken a lot about stuff. A lot of my personal stuff I shared with you. And especially trying to keep up in the RC as well. I am flying the drone this weekend. That's probably going to be the only thing I'm going to be flying. But I'm fortunate to have something to fly, which is good. Thank God for that. It was Thanksgiving for us Canadians last week. I don't know if anyone's really wishing me a happy Thanksgiving, but that was because my show was on a Friday and Thanksgiving was on a Monday of this week. So yeah. Also, I plan on doing some more night flying too. But thank you guys for joining tonight's show. I think that is it. Wish me luck on my new job. I'm not gonna say I'm hired yet, but I'm still in the time frame that he could either not hire me or so, because he's just watching my skill. I'm doing the best I can. I'm getting better. Today was really better than yesterday. I gotta keep on listening and following his instructions and do the best I can to operate in a safe, proficient, timely manner and not keep the trucks waiting. There's a saying for everyone. Normally when you're loading dump trucks, they mostly like to show up all at once, and that puts pressure on me and or the operator who's loading them. And today I was able to have them loaded to where I was waiting and waiting and waiting for them to show up. And then all of a sudden, all of them show up. And then the next run, 2 trucks show up. One, I'm like half done loading and everyone pulls in. And then I had to scratch out their boxes because the material was kind of wet this morning from yesterday's rain. So, that also didn't help. With me having to scratch out their boxes, because that slowed things down. Because when I'm scratching out a box, more trucks are coming down the road going to show up at the site, and then soon you have 3-4 trucks waiting, and then the next guy wants his box scratched out, and then the guy after him says he wants his scratched out, and he said to me that don't worry about it, Owen. Next time I come back, you can do it. You're doing a great job of loading the trucks. I don't want to keep others waiting. I know there's more on their way. So yeah, I scratched out 2 boxes and continued to keep going as fast as I can. I'm getting quicker and quicker and better, but I'm still very careful because I don't know, can you see the bucket and then the dump truck? They're not that big. Like when the bucket is in the box of the dump truck, there's about maybe 2 to 4 inches, maybe if not, I wouldn't say 6 inches of side to side. So from the side of the bucket to the side of the box on the inside of the truck, and then same for the other side. There's about less than 4 inches of space, which means that it's not very hard for me to clip their box when I'm dumping, and as long as the bucket is in the box, it's fine because it's a hardened wall. But if I clip the edge on the top, coming like swinging in to dump, that there can get very tricky. And also yesterday when I started doing it, I haven't done it in a while, I was getting a lot of dirt on the sides, and boss told me, Owen, you gotta stop doing that because if they get pulled over, it's not just them going to get a ticket for risk of safety for drivers, because a rock will fly off the side and hit someone's car, and that's no laughing matter, right? And I told him okay. So I had to scratch the sides of the boxes yesterday on the edge. You can kind of see it in that one picture. Here, I'll pause the slideshow. I'll stop one picture. I'll stop 2 pictures from going. Let's see. Okay, so you can see this picture here. I'm going to enlarge it. So can you see the picture? So you can clearly see that the box is very big. I mean, the bucket is very big and the box isn't really. The box width is just a bit wider than the bucket itself. And some of these trucks have a higher tailgate, which makes it harder for me to see into their box when I'm loading them. So I gotta have myself on a high enough pad so that I can see the front of the box, because I start loading them at the front, and then once the front is loaded, then I start loading from back to front. That way I know when to stop and I don't overload it. And then sometimes what I do is I reach over and the bucket's in the, like, at the back of the box, and I just let her go and yada yada yada, right, until I can see it pop up. And then on the last load, what I do is I either take a heaped bucket or a almost heaped bucket, and I don't let all of it go at once. I let a little bit go, and then I extend the stick out all the way to the front of the box of the truck, and then by then the bucket itself is empty and the load on the truck is nice and flat, and whatever's on the side is going to get knocked off or pushed in, and the truck is loaded, and then they're ready to go. And I put the tarp over, ready to go. But the trucks, they vary. On average are about 20 tons, 21 and a half tons, I'd say. Like this truck would be about 21 and a half tons. And some of the trucks have the license plate on the top of the tailgate, and I don't know if it was me, but I hopefully didn't knock anyone's license plate down, because I had some loads to where stuff has gone over the back of the tailgate and has bent the license plate. But normally they're not supposed to be placed on the tailgate. They got to be placed on the vehicle itself, right in between the 2 brake lights and the bottom of the axle there. That's where they normally go, or slightly under the box of the truck to where the dirt won't hit it, or it would be on a hinge, or either on the mud flap too sometimes. But anyway, I think I'm gonna end the show here. That's all I have to say for tonight, and thank you for coming. This is episode 26. And Kenny, if you're still in here, Lee Davidson mentioned to me that I've been spelling hangar for the wrong way ever since I started. It's actually the airport hangar is AR at the end, not ER. And I noticed that you did it too. I'm not gonna call you out like Lee did it on my video, but just one thing you remember, it's an aircraft hangar. This is my remote control aircraft hangar, right? So it's AR at the end, not ER. So I gotta probably go back and fix all the live stream videos and make them AR. But thank you guys for enjoying the show. Tonight was really good. Next week I might have something good to share, something better, and I'm gonna try and have Steve Zago back on the show for an interview. I gotta try and get him to go live from the airport of Waterloo Warbirds. He isn't really the pilot of the L-29 anymore, just because he hasn't been flying for the airline industry because of the coronavirus. He's been off a lot. And so with his less flying hours, they decided to not let him fly the Czechoslovakian L-29 jet they have there at Waterloo Warbirds. But he does get to ride in it all the time, or most of the time it's up, unless someone else has bought a ticket. But he's always training with it. And yeah, he's got some good stuff to share because on his part of Waterloo Warbirds, they're rebuilding a plane right now. And I'd like him to show us the plane they're rebuilding. I'm not going to give you guys the information to that right now. I don't care if you go find it for yourself. But that's in the next interview. I'm going to try and have him on here for next Friday. Hopefully I do. And that way I can have my giveaway the Friday after, for Halloween Friday. So thank you guys, GB. I'm going to continue wearing your shirt and other people's shirts too more often. It smells so nice. It makes me nice and comfortable, GB. It smells so good. So, kind of being silly right now, but thank you guys. Gonna end the stream. Cueing the mic. Just kidding. I'm ending the show. Thanks a lot for watching. Come back again next Friday.